And, it's something that if you are not putting the children first, and you're putting your emotions first, if you're putting your own ego first, if you're putting whatever it is first, I think that that's definitely, grounds for some kind of situation to shift up in your relationship sector, because, you know, kids are going to follow your lead. They're going to follow whatever it is that you're doing. Now, I don't know exactly what the meat of the matter, again, is in this situation, but her saying that, she's the stepmom, and being that she's like, I'm advocating for the kids, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody would have listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm losing my marriage to. This.
Hello and welcome to Sports Spin, where we take a sports story and we spin it. I'm Sun-EB7, and thank you for joining. I am having trouble. This is another take. The last take, it'd have been about an hour, and I didn't want to do one that long, so I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try to narrow it down. So you saw the video up front, and you saw Riva TV. You can look in the description and click that link and go and watch our whole thing. Of course, I just took out the parts that I thought that I would comment on. Now, I will say this from the beginning. Riva did a good job of trying to understand and explain what the concerns were and what they were going through when she made that video. And she did a good job. However, I will admit, I didn't see what she saw. And it's not because I'm insensitive. I understand domestic issues. We all do, right? But what is the one thing that we do that really exacerbates it, and it volleys it for everybody else to deal with? Social media. So we come out on social media with this really bad stuff. We cannot expect any reaction we get to it, whether it's bad, good, scolding, it doesn't matter. You put it out there, people get to respond. So let me just say that first. Next, let me just say, for years, I've been hoping for Dwight Howard to get it together. Now, that's his life, that's his business. He got way more money than me. I judge him by that bag. But I'm going to go back to this because I got to blame Gilbert's Arena, Gilbert Arenas and his crew with that short. I laughed so hard, man. I was rolling around on the floor because I was like, then the reason why is because they were funny, but it got worse for me. The stuff that went on in my head when they said what happened, because I saw this when it first came out. It was just the 911 calls, and it was going back and forth, and you heard her and you heard him, and so I was like, okay, some more domestic crap. But the 911 call, that wasn't faces, that wasn't video, that was just that. And then the video started to surface. I wouldn't look at it. I said, I already know what happened there. And then I ran into Gil and those guys. They had me laughing so hard until I was just like, so now I got to go see. I have to go and find out what happened. I go and watch this video on RIVAH'S TV. And after that video, my whole world has changed. It got me out here looking for the meaning of life. I mean, what is going on here? I would say to someone I feel have the capacity to understand what you should and shouldn't do, how you should conduct yourself in a place like this. But then there's some people you can't have that expectation. And I'm not saying whether she does or not. Well, it's obvious. Yeah. But so anyway, back to Dwight Howard. He's been in the news for the wrong reasons all the time. But every time he interviews perfect. He never says the wrong thing. But as soon as he get away from that camera, and I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather him in front of the camera than T.O. And T.O. is my guy. But don't put no mic in front of him. I cannot. When they put a mic in front of T.O., I click. I'm cutting that shit off because I know he gonna say something. Oh yeah, I already know he gonna say something. But and I'm not saying I disagree with everything T.O. says, but sometimes, yeah. So anyway, the whole fact of the matter is this: she came to social media for this. Now, what Reba was talking about, I commend her for that because she's trying to put it in perspective, and there's young people watching, and I'm not talking about every young person, but there's young people that are interested in what older people do. That's who they look up to. That's what we all did in every generation, right? So she's trying to explain it for, let's just say, the young people. I commend her for that. I didn't see what she was talking about, but I probably could if I looked at it from that perspective. But the reason why I didn't is because I saw too much. I mean, when I say I saw too much, I mean, I was distracted. I've never in my life seen a Ziplock bag that damn big. I've never seen that. I mean, where did she get that? I couldn't understand where they got it. Is that like for rich people? Ziplock bags the size of a trash can? I mean, I've never seen that. And that brought me to the realization of how much money I've never had. When I saw that bag, I thought about, first of all, I haven't even seen popcorn in a bag that damn big. I didn't even know they make them that big. That's number one. Number two, if that thing was full, they can take my check from when I was 15 all the way till now and combine them. And I still couldn't afford that. That is, you know how much money you gotta have? I ain't even in that. But I know that's a lot of freaking money. Woo-wee. You can look on the news and they be like, they hold a bag smaller than that. Talking about this is $4.2 million. You're like, if that's $4.2 million, that bag right there, hell, just flour. If you just put flour in that bag, it'd be $400 or $500. That's a lot of, that bag was huge. I couldn't get past the bag. When she was talking and she was crying and she was pouring out her emotions, but I couldn't. I kept staring and waiting for her to pick that bag back up because I'm like, I've never seen that before. That is the biggest bag. Woo, I couldn't do it. But you know, in that, I did find some things. I didn't try to find them. It's just some things came up that I had questions about. Not really questions, but I'm like, these are the not to. So if you want to know what not to do, well, that whole video. But there's a few things I'll point out which you absolutely cannot do. Number one, you cannot say how much you don't want to tell and then tell everything. I don't know what that was about, but she expressed many times that she does not want to tell. She want to stick by her husband and she want to do all these things, and she did everything but. Yeah. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if she was trying to convince her or the audience. I don't know. You can't do that. That's number one. Number two, you absolutely cannot use evidence as talking points. You cannot hold up evidence as talking points. You can't be like, it's this right here. It's this right here, and this is the reason that you can't do that. That's called evidence. You're gonna skip right past the trial. You cannot use evidence as talking points. You just can't. You can't do it on video for the world to see. And we all know they watch the damn social media more than we do. That's because everybody busts themselves on there. How many times we've seen somebody get on social media and tell what they did? That's why, as a matter of fact, that's the new policing. Before they'll ride around and find it, they'll just sit and watch social media. They'll be like, yeah, let's go pick him up. He done made another video. Let's go get him. This is terrible. This is bad stuff. Third, no innocent person. No person that doesn't do that will put their hands on it. No person will touch it. Now, I'm speaking from experience, but I'm also speaking from like the few friends I have that didn't do that. They would never touch that. I haven't even been close to it. I have never seen it in person. Believe it or not, I've been around some people. Yeah, I've been around it. I just never seen it. No one puts it out in front of me because I'm out. I can't, but she handled that bag. She didn't hold it. She handled it. And the little thing where I thought she was going to pull out some lip gloss. No. Yeah. Woo. I'm like, boy, I'm getting educated right now. See, all my friends knew you had nothing in front of him. No, social media will fix that shit. Now I know how they move. Now when I see somebody with some little lipstick, I can't, unless they put it on, I'm thinking something else because of her. You can't do this kind of stuff. You can't show this to the world. Anyway, another thing you can't do. Number 4, you cannot tell you were coerced to lie by the person who coerced you to lie and then tell on his kid and say you filmed the whole thing. Woo. Man, I don't know if she was trying to express herself or get a government job. I don't know which one she was trying to do. But I was confused by the time that video ended. I was sorely confused. And my stomach, my spleen, everything hurt. Because I could not stop. Because I was seeing something different. I know the sentimental part, but it's hard to, for a guy, it's hard to, and another thing, she said, I've been married for 14 months. Who knows 14 months in a marriage? You counting. You ain't gonna be there long. You ain't trying to be because you counting. 14 months? Just say a year. Who does that? 14 months. Now, I come from a time when you used to ask a woman, I stopped. You used to ask a woman, oh, how old is your baby? And they'd be like, 473 months. You're like, damn. Can you just show me in years? I got to do a whole damn math equation just to find out how old the damn baby. I just asked you how old it was. This is what women used to do all the time. So maybe that's how they think. They think in months. So maybe that's why she said 14 months instead of a year and a half. I don't know. But yeah, that told a lot. She wasn't planning on being there long. And the only thing I could think of after that was how many charges were scrolling down the screen. This was in my mind as she was talking. Charges was just scrolling down because possession is 9/10 of the law, and she's telling people he need help while she's handling the bag. I'm confused. I'm thrown off. I'm done. I'm done. This is a special edition because I don't talk about this because this is personal stuff, or at least it was until she got a camera in front of her. Oh, Lord. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, just remember, this sports story has definitely been spun. I can't even get it out.